Welcome to the channel. We've seen the squad and it's not different from the last one. Are you surprised, or which players were you expecting to see?
I think I'm not surprised. I definitely knew it was going to be the same place we've been using over the years, especially now that the players, a lot of them are performing. So you not really want to change out the squad that you have, and you want to maintain consistency. The managers will say consistency. Ghanaians, what they want to see on what day are we playing? Thursday, Friday, wherever they want to see is the Black Stars winning them. The second one is playing good football. So I think these are the two most important things. And the squad, the manager always calls the squad. We come out here to argue this players deserved, unless of course the player is playing exceptional for their club size, and that will make the difference. But as a stand, this is what we have. This is what we are going to use.
Okay. Looking at the games, Sudan will play here one in Ghana and the other one in Libya. What are you expecting? Because most people predicted Ghana to struggle against Angola. Niger was straight to win. Is it going to be something like that or something different this time around? What are you expecting?
It will not be a struggling game. It will be an emotional game.
Which of them, the away or home or both?
The home fixture, because the Sudanese will basically not think too much about the emotions around the game, but for the Ghanaians, it's all emotions all over. The return of Kwesi Appiah, Otto Addo'S being the new man in charge, all of these stories would spring some bells in. Ghanaians do not know who exactly to support, especially because Otto Addo'S, the former Kwesi Appiah has been a former Black Stars coach, Black Stars captain, took Ghana to the World Cup, the first Ghanaian to take Ghana to the World Cup, and then Otto Addo'S became the second. There's history between these two, so it's quite exciting how this will pan out. But again, the most important thing is a Ghana win.
Ghana win. Both legs.
Both legs will secure us victory, but 4 points is enough.
4 points is enough. All right. Lastly, before you go, what importance, like Kwesi Appiah, what he has achieved for Ghana and what he has achieved in Sudan, do you think will play a huge role in that game because of the vast experience he has, and compared to Otto Addo'S, like that experience is going to influence the results? Because you said Ghana win. Most people are feeling that it's going to be more difficult than everyone thinks. Do you share the same thought?
I think there's a lot. When you look at historically, when Kwesi Appiah left Ghana, that was the decline of the Black Stars of Ghana. After Kwesi Appiah, we saw Siki Akono coming in, we saw other managers coming in, and when you look at the FIFA ranking, it just moved from up here down. So, and now we are at our worst performance in like a decade or more. So, if you look at all the history behind it, and even the fact that this new administration took over and decided to even let Kwesi Appiah go, it could be a form of vengeance to him, especially now that, yes, it's a form of his vengeance. Like, you get the vibe, like, okay, you didn't believe in me, I've gone somewhere else, I have opportunity of punishing you, so that Ghanaians would know you're wrong. A lot of factors will play into this, and hopefully, with a pinch of salt, Ghana wins.
Yeah, you've seen the squad have been called up for the Sudan game with the double header. What are your thoughts? Were you expecting it, or there's some players that you feel that should be there?
I think the inclusion of the Samatex player would be the only difference I'll say I was not expecting, because talk of the previous squad that has been mentioned, he's the only addition of the local players who have also been added.
Yeah, for some time, local player.
Yeah, Frederick Asari, exactly. So that was quite surprising. I don't think anyone thought of him even being an option. Okay. It looks like, and the coach seems to be listening to the cries of many, that we should include a little of more local players in the team. The likes of Enesio and the rest was expected, because obviously previously they were on injury and now they are back from injury, so it's quite expected. I'm like the only Samatex player, the only difference so far.
Okay. Going to the game, a lot of people are saying that Kwesi Appiah wants to prove to Ghana that you guys made a mistake. This is a revenge game. Do you think it's going to be extremely difficult for Ghana, both fixtures, home and away?
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a very difficult one for Ghana, because it's not just any other person but Kwesi Appiah, someone who has once been a Black Stars coach, been a Black Stars player, has managed affairs of the Black Stars. So obviously it's going to be a difficult one. But I think we need a statement at Accra Sports Stadium. Looking at our previous two matches where we lost against Angola and drew against Niger, we need to make that statement. We need to come back and get at least maximum 3 points, because looking at our place on the table, it's not a good place for Black Stars. Yeah, so we need to make that statement at Accra Sports Stadium. And maybe when we go to Sudan, we can at least struggle for a draw. it's going to be a difficult one. Looking at the form Sudan has, he's doing quite a good job at Sudan. Yeah, so I think it will be difficult for us, but we need to make that statement at the Accra Sports Stadium. Then when we go to Sudan, we can at least struggle for a draw or a point.
Okay. I need your predictions for the home and away game.
For home, I think a slim 1-0 victory would be okay for the Black Stars, and a 1-1 draw or a 0-0 draw away will also be good for the Black Stars.
Because I know there haven't been much changes in this squad compared to the last one, but which player were you expecting to see?
Well, everyone we expected to see is in there. You can't complain about anyone missing out except possibly Beidou, but however, explanations have been given to that effect already, comparing the strength of his league to other players that have been called. And it's not that the other players who have been called in that same position are bad. They are actually also performing for their team. When you take a look at Jordan, he's still trying to settle into his new club. However, he's definitely been given a little more game time to try and find his feet. So I think it's all well and good, keeping some consistency among the players, helping build some bond, because you really spend very little time with the players. So you need to create that opportunity for the continuity to be there. Once it's not, to some people it's broken, but to others it's not. So you don't fix a system that's not broken.
Okay. Let's talk about the game itself. The last time we spoke, we talked about the Angola and the Niger game. You said that Angola was going to be difficult, but you expected Ghana to beat Niger. Both games, Ghana didn't win. Ghana didn't win any of them. So I would like to know what are your thoughts on the doubleheader in Sudan.
Well, those two games, they were results that we were not expecting, shocking results. However, we have the opportunity to go at it again, and as a country, I feel that the Black Stars are like a better footballing nation. No disrespect to Sudan, however, a better footballing nation with regards to even the players that make up the team compared to Sudan. So I think we need to take advantage of that and make it count. However, we face a stumbling block who is their head coach. I dare extend and dare say that he's part of the reason why Senegal have let go of their coach, because being in a group with Sudan and having Sudan top your group in the World Cup qualifiers is not something that some authorities would take kindly to, and he has lost his job. However, he's one gentleman who knows the Black Stars a lot. He understands the play of Ghana a lot, and I feel that in as much as the Ghanaian team are a good footballing team, we need to be wary of the advantage of Kwesi Appiah. He has a big advantage going into this game. He can set up his team to play in a way to frustrate the Black Stars. Being a professional person, you see, it's not only that the Ghanaians are looking at him. The Sudanese are certainly looking at him and going like, let's see what he will do against his home nation. So all eyes are on him, and if he skews anything to favor the Black Stars, obviously he's not going to favor him professionally going forward. That's not the only job he's expecting to have.
I don't think he would even do that.
That then presents a much greater challenge for us. So he would definitely set up the team in such a way to frustrate Ghana and force them to play in the way that he thinks that would inure to the benefit of his team. However, looking at it, looking at the face of the players that have been called, Ghana should be able to pull this one off. But players, in as much as players are the ones who are on the pitch that play the ball, you actually need a team effort to beat another team. They are not coming in as just players as well. They are going to come in as a team. Looking at what they've been able to achieve so far this particular term in recent times since Kwesi Appiah took over, they have been acting and playing like a team. So if you also want to beat a team, you need to be a team. That's the message to the Black Stars. Once they are a team, they will get the results. However, if they are not a team, they won't get the results. We are being fair here. If they are a team, they'll get the result, because they've got, they arguably, look at the quality of players, look at the teams they play with, look at in general the cost of the Black Star team that has been assembled, just opposite to the cost of the Sudanese team that have been assembled, and it's vast. So that's where it becomes more imperative on the Black Stars to win this game. They cannot lose.